Kingdom Keepers, Disney After Dark by Ridley Pearson. His hand trembling, Finn reread the list that had been left for him at the school office the next day. Howard, Lee, Maitland, Jackson. He recognized these as the names of 4 middle schools, 4 schools where he now believed he'd find the other DHIs. The note wasn't signed, but he knew it was from Brad. "You don't have to do this," he reminded Amanda, though it was a little late now. They were riding a somewhat smelly city bus toward Lee Middle School. 1-story buildings painted pink, sea blue, and white streamed past. Heat waves shimmered from the pavement. Another fall day. "I'm okay," she replied. He wanted to think that this had been his idea, but he knew better. He wasn't sure how she'd managed to talk him into letting her join him. But here she was. "We might not get back in time for 5th period," he warned. They'd skipped out on lunch together, slipping out a door near the gym. They'd be in some serious trouble if caught. "I'm a big girl, Finn." The bus driver, a fat guy with a blotchy red face, kept an eye on them in the mirror. Finn was feeling paranoid. "Hey, do you think that he's watching us?" Amanda said, interrupting. "Yes." "What if he's some kind of spy?" Finn asked. "Oh, please, he's just curious about a couple of kids on their own in the middle of the day." He felt silly for having said that. To drum it in, Amanda asked, "What kind of spy? For whom?" she whispered in his ear. "The Overtakers?" She meant to tease him, but Finn wasn't laughing. "You saw those guys yesterday at the Magic Kingdom," Finn reminded her. "You weren't supposed to be there. You broke the rules," she reminded him. "You think they're Overtakers?" Again, she was teasing. "As if you'd know." "When are you going to tell me what's going on?" "When I find out myself," he answered. "These other kids, the other DHIs," she said. "You think they have the answers?" Not exactly." The driver picked up the black radio microphone with a curly black cord and spoke into it. They couldn't hear what he was saying. "What if he works with truancy cops?" Finn said. The schools were serious about kids cutting class. "Now you're making me paranoid," she said sharply. She reached up and pressed the signal for the next stop. The brakes hissed as the bus slowed and pulled over to the curb. As they hurried off the bus, Finn caught the driver's gaze in the side mirror. He was watching them. 9 hot blocks later, they reached the school. Finn was thirsty. It was a nicer, newer school than theirs. They walked down the main hall, trying to look like they knew where they were going. Neither had been here before. "What's the plan?" Amanda asked. "We're here at lunchtime for a reason," Finn explained, checking a wall clock. They had to catch a return bus within 20 minutes, or they'd miss the start of 5th period. He doubted they'd even make it. They located the cafeteria by following the noise and smells. To save time, Finn and Amanda had decided to split up. The enormous room was packed with kids and littered with backpacks. Hundreds of kids ate at long tables. As Finn passed a table, he heard someone behind him say, "Hey, isn't that one of the hosts from Disney World?" Less than 5 minutes, and he'd been spotted. He didn't like being famous as much as he thought he would. He slipped on his sunglasses. He saw Amanda a few tables away. She carried copies of the photographs they'd taken at the Magic Kingdom. She was showing them around to the kids and asking questions. Finn didn't know which of the 4 DHIs went to Lee. He walked slowly, studying faces at the various tables. It was really loud in there. An abundance of food smells combined into a stink he found sickening. A big guy suddenly jumped up in Finn's way, an 8th grader, judging by his size. He wore a Colorado Avalanche jersey, colorful jams, and a new Nikes. "Who are you staring at?" he growled. "No one." The big kid reached out and lifted Finn's sunglasses. "Think you're too cool?" Seeing Finn, he did a double take. "Hey, How come I know you? Give me back my glasses, please. Aren't you, like, on Zoom or something? I'd like my glasses back, please. Give 'em back, Roy, a girl at the next table said. It's not Zoom. He's a host over at the Magic Kingdom, like Charlene Turner. Charlene Turner. Finn had her last name now. Oh, yeah, the big kid said, reluctantly turning the sunglasses to Finn. What are you doing here? Looking for Charlene, Finn said. Can't help you, the big guy said, sitting back down. Finn looked to the girl expectantly, but she shook her head. Sorry, she said. Finn looked up to see Amanda waving at him. Having won his attention, she pointed to a window that looked out onto the playing fields. She moved her hand to mimic dribbling a basketball. Leave it to Amanda. She'd found Charlene.